Day 208 of the vlog, day rating to 7. Got up, walked the dog, had a really strange encounter with, I don't know if he's a neighbor or if he's just some random guy in the complex, but he was walking towards me. And it was about 6:45 in the morning, and I had the dog, and she had just gotten away from one of the dogs she didn't like. Not in a fight, but she saw him and got kind of anxious and was getting a little growly. So I was like, no, come on, we're gonna go walk. You got energy. Let's get it out. Let's go walk and run and play. So we're on the far side of the complex, and this guy's walking towards us. And so I was like, oh, I'm going towards his car. I'll turn around and get out of his way. And he turns in again. It's like, oh, maybe that's his car. And so I turn the other way to go out, away from the cars. And he steps in front of us again. And he's like, hi, you're not used to talking to people, are you? And I'm like, In my head, I'm like, no, I know a lot of the people, the dogs here, and some of the neighbors are fairly friendly, but I don't know if I like this conversation, because the way he approached me was very aggressive. And so I was a little bit worried. Like, it was aggressive to the point where I thought, like, he was walking in towards me in a violent manner, as far as even threatening. If it was any more aggressive, I would have thought he was going to pull out a gun or knife. That's how bad it was. And even Gamora was like, started kind of growling, and I saw her hair stand up, so I was like, no, come on, let's go walk. Come over here. And Gamora started barking. The guy's like, something about me she doesn't like, right? I'm like, yeah, sometimes dogs are like that. And then he just switches gears and he's like, let me tell you about Jesus, and Jesus is here. And I'm not quoting him verbatim, but something along those lines came up. And I was like, hey man, sorry, I'm not going to talk about that. And it would have been different. He said, hey, if you have any interest in talking about God or Jesus, come check out our church, or here's my business card, something like that. That's a friendly approach. But the way he did it was very, I'm going to tell you and you're going to listen. And even just the way he was like trying to stare me down, and his body language was just very intense. And so I was like, I'm out of here. And I tried to walk away. I pulled Gamora, and he cut me off. And so I tried to go the other way. He got in front of me and cut me off again. And so I pulled straight back. And then he started following me. And I was like, what is your deal, dude? And he just kept talking and talking and talking. And then I was going in towards one of the complex, and I could still see him on my peripheral, my left peripheral over here. He was not following me entirely, but he was still going in my direction. So it was very, very intense. So I got on the other side of the complex and didn't see him again, thank goodness, but not a great way to start the day. And got to work. Work got us lunch. So that was cool, kind of, but I still had my salad, my fajita chicken salad. Got out of work, took my car to the dealership, had to get an oil change, tire rotation, and since I had the air pressure issue about maybe a month ago now, there was a little sensor every time I turn on the car. It says check air pressure, and so the guy showed me how to get rid of it with the system. He's like, every time you alter it or put air in or out, you're gonna have to change this so it doesn't pop up anymore. I'm like, okay, well, thanks for telling me. But yeah, I dropped off at 4:15ish. Got back to my place 4:30, and they called about 5:05. Gave me an update and said, hey, your car's ready. Just to let you know, the brake fluid's getting a little bit dirty, and you need to change the air filter. I'm like, okay, I can change the air filter. I'll figure out the brake fluid later, but I'll be able to pick it up. So my friend that had dropped me off or picked me up from the car dealership brought me back to my apartment, hung out, and said, if you need a ride, let me know. And I said, well, I'll probably go run over there. It's only about 2.5, 3 miles. So I was running over there like, hey, I'll just run with you. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'll get dinner. And so we go, have a nice little run. Get there, and it's like 6:30, and I think they close at 6. So thankfully, one of the finance managers was there. Let us in, let us pay, gave us the car. Whew. We went to pick up some food, came back, hung out, talked for a bit, watched the Marvel Avengers Infinity War, and now I gotta finish the push-ups, and I gotta read a little bit. And tomorrow morning at 9, I have a group session. It's called UIT or UT something, UT workout. Again, it's like a shorter circuit workout with a little bit lower weight, but lots of reps. And then there's like a 5-10 minute break. Go put on the boxing gloves, and then we do a boxing class. And sometime either before then or after, I need to figure out how to run, what time to run. And I told a couple of friends that I'd go to a concert with them. I can't remember the name of the group or guy, but it's outside, so that's good. And I told them a little bit over a month ago. So yeah, got a busy full day tomorrow. See what happens. But I gotta do 50 push-ups and then read. That's gonna be it for the night.